I think I could be a poet because I like to wear a lot of black. And I can think of incongruous images like a Marxist with a trust fund, a Porsche pulling a U-Haul, a lobsterman at the dock sipping on a cappuccino with his pinky pointed towards the sky. I've studied poets who sing song out their lines for no other reason than that's how it's done. In love with the sound of their own voices, ending each line going up, every single line going up as they read, and read. See, declarative sentences in prose would go down, and poetry seemed to go up, as if it had some hidden meaning. I know what I'm talking about, and you should too. And I'm not afraid to get pissed off. I'm not afraid to use that one requisite swear word to let you know I'm serious, man. And I'm not afraid to shout with intensity and long, dramatic pauses, fraught with angst. And still, you hear the lines going up. The vocabulary words, Glasonian, dystemic, erupscintilia, thrown in to remind you, I'm a writer. Eat my verbal dust. And then the end, spoken softly, hauntingly tender, though not devoid of irony, ending abruptly as if there is more. So let you in on a little secret of the trade. Let me teach you how to write a political poem. However it begins, it's gotta be loud. Then it's gotta get a little bit louder, because that's how you write a political poem and deliver with power. Mix current events with platitudes and empowerment, wrap it up and rhyme, or rhyme it up and rap until it sounds cool. Glare till it sinks in. Because somewhere in Florida, votes are still being counted. I said somewhere in Florida, votes are still being counted. See, that's the hook, and you gotta have the hook. More than the look, it's the hook that's the most important part. Hook's gotta hit, hook's gotta hit, hook's gotta hit hard in the heart. Because somewhere in Florida, votes are still being counted. And Dick Cheney's being all of himself in spasmodic delight. See, I made fun of politicians. It's easy, especially with Republicans. Like Rudy Giuliani, like Sarah Palin, like Barack Obama. See what I did over there? I called Barack Obama a Republican. That means my political sensibilities are finer collaborated than yours to create fatuous juxtapositions of political personalities and philosophy, as if communism were the opposite of democracy, as if we needed Darth Vader and not Ralph Nader. Because somewhere in Florida, votes are still being counted. Repeat this: when I say call, you all say response. Call.
Response.
Call.
Response.
Call.
Response.
Amazing grace, how sweet. Stop in the middle of a song that everybody knows and loves. That will give your poem a sense of urgency. Because there's always a sense of urgency in a political poem. There's no time to waste. Corruption doesn't have a curfew. Greed doesn't care what color you are. And the New York City Police Department is filled with police officers who carry guns on their hips and metal badges pinned over their hearts. Injustice is an injustice. It's just in us as we are just in ice. Yeah. Because that's the only alienation of this alien nation, which you fight for freedom, or else you are free and dumb. And even as I say this, somewhere in Florida, votes are still being counted, and it makes me wanna beatbox. Because I've seen the disintegration of gentrification and can speak with broad articulation about cosmic constellation and atomic radiation. I've seen D.W. Griffith's Birth of a Nation, but prefer Disney's 101 Dalmatians. So like a cross-examination, let me give you the explanation of why Slam Nation is the ultimate manifestation of poetical masturbation and egotistical ejaculation. And I can rhyme very fast with words that end with Asian, like the Haitian nation. And even though somewhere in Florida, votes are still being counted, but by the time you get to the end of the political poem, it doesn't matter anymore. Because all you have to do is close your eyes, lower your voice, and end by saying the same line 3 times, the same line 3 times, the same line 3 times. And thank you.